So this was on this Bratz doll, but it was far too big for her, and it's a Barbie dress, so this is okay. This is on Marlies now. That looks good on her. That looks good on Marlies, so I think I'll try it on Undine as well to see what it looks like on her. But yeah, that looks nice on Marlies. Yeah, so here it is on Undine. It looks nice on her as well. So they can share this one. I'm quite pleased, so that does fit. It was far too big for the Bratz doll that I've named Tiara, but this is Undine. So yeah, that looks nice on her. Very, very nice. Very nice. There's a new outfit for Grace. I'm not sure about the skirt, but the top suits her. She's our green girl. Start looking at oh, funny paws. Yeah, you're funny. Hey. Right, there's the other dolly I couldn't find, so she can be Frederica. She's got this is this one's sister. And so yeah. Oh, I like these dollies. There's the pack of that was clothes were in there. So I'm getting myself muddled here. Muddled. There was that hat. That belongs to Eugenie, but for some reason that was in here, like so. And I was thinking, is that no? Talk about obsessive. But so yeah, it says truly loved. Collect them all. Truly loved. So here they all are. They've got their earrings on now. They're stuck on. There's Geraldine. There's oh, this one I was going to call Frederica, but there may be. I keep wanting to call her Frederica, but she's Henrietta. And this one's Gabriella. I don't know. That's who's this one? I can't remember now. This is Hildegard. Oh, that's Ermintrude, and that's Angela. So yeah, hang on. So there's new Dolly, minus her earrings. She needs her earrings on. She's obviously the sister of this one. As you can see, they're twins. And she's got the same dress as this one. But here's Lorelei in this blue dress. I think this would suit Susie more. It's not Lorelei's thing at all. The blue might suit her hair streak, but Susie would snap this up. I've had to hide it from her. No, Lorelei doesn't want it, but I'm trying it on her just to make sure it would fit Susie, and of course it would. There's a pretty new dolly for the collection. Cindy dolly. Nice new dolly. I think she looks like my doll Valerie. This one, I haven't got her. This one, of course, I've seen this before, but she's a lovely dolly. And got Yasmin with the wig, the spare wig. And she's push down on her microphone and see if we can work just now. is what I'm using in my bath time tonight. Okay. Right, nice lot of foam. Nice lot of foam. I've got a new outfit for Tiara here, and yeah, I think that's better. She was wearing a Barbie dress and it was too long for her, and too big, and I've got her some earrings, so she looks much nicer now. I'm not sure which one she is, if it's I'm not au fait with the Bratz world. I've only recently, this is my first Bratz doll, and I've now got the other one, the Yasmin. I think this might be a Yasmin one, I don't know, but I've got the ones with the wigs, but I love their faces. So pretty. I'm giving these shoes, they belonged to Inez here, but I'm giving them to Mum Bia because I think they suit her, because she's only got these and she needs some more. Oh, these dollies are lovely. Lovely dollies. They're going to the garden, all being well, if it's a nice day tomorrow. And Chelsea's got some new shoes as well. I think they match her outfit rather more than the ones she had on. The ones that she was wearing before, the glittery ones. So let's take the dollies down tomorrow to try and do some... There's all the chaps in here, look. Not all the chaps, one chap's in there. Me and Raven, or two chaps rather, but yeah. Oh, your eyes match my skirt, don't they? Yes, they do. Oh, they're cute though. Collect the goodness gang. Aren't they sweet? Somebody is mucking about with my bed. This funny little cat. It's so pretty. Loud purrs. I don't know, what is it, 3 o'clock in the morning? Or thereabouts? Yes, it is, and I hope you're going to settle, because I would like to go to bed now. Yes, I would. And I hope that little cat's going to settle. Nighty night. I'm going to be dealing with all these lovely dollies. I know I've dealt with them before, but I thought these flower dresses are so pretty. Well, there's a new dolly. But, and the little cheek dolls, I've talked about those on a video on my doll channel, which is not published yet. New Bratz dolls. I'm not keen on the larger head of this one. I'm disappointed in her, I'm afraid. She's pretty, but I don't like the larger head. I know they've got larger heads anyway compared, which will make them out of proportion, but this is my favourite one so far. She's more in proportion. And so yeah, there's new dollies, there's plates from Waitrose, which was about a couple of weeks ago. I won't do that one now because there's music on in the background. And these basic Barbies. What am I doing here? Oh, I can see we need the light on. Okay. Sorry about this. Everything's falling over at my feet and I'm walking on things. I've got these plates. These are the plates from Waitrose. £2 each at the moment. They're quite sturdy. I'll show you the nice butterfly ones I've got before. We won't dwell on those anymore. I know people, well, the people that are interested in those would want to see them. I've done a video, I've put a video on my doll channel. I don't know at the time of doing this whether it's actually up or not. Talking about these lovely dollies I got from the 99p store when it was open, you know, a few years ago. And I start off by saying what I think it misses out at the beginning, so you might wonder what I'm in the middle of a sentence or something, but I get a bit fed up with the decluttering gurus that tell you one of their mantras, their dictates, oh, if you've got something that you have not worn, used, touched for a year, heaven forbid it should be even more than a year, but a year is the cut-off point and the deadline. If you haven't done anything with something in a year, you are never going to. Therefore, get rid of it. You must do this. It is imperative. You've got to get rid of it, or you're at risk of being a hoarder. Well, rubbish. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Because I've got things I've had for God knows how long that I've never done anything with, and then I get around to it eventually, and I'm very happy that I do. So I'm fed up with these people dictating to everyone about what you should do, and people that like to collect things are usually nice, sensitive people quite often, and you know, they worry about things, and then they get bamboozled and bullied by other people who they want them to get rid of something because they don't approve of it, or for whatever reason. Or they think, oh, if they die, who's going to sort it all out? They always seem to think about that sort of thing, and selfishness. I never saw the programme about the Doctor Who collector, but I read about it in the Doctor Who magazine, and apparently this man had an extensive collection which he loved. His family and friends were annoyed by it, so they kept on badgering him, bamboozling him, until he eventually gave in and got rid of it. At the end of the day, when it was all done, they all walked off happy, sailing off into the sunset, smiling, got their way, oh, well, job well done. He was left bereft, without his collection that he'd loved, and he was diminished as a result, but he did it just to shut them up and to please them, apparently. And I suppose I shouldn't be talking about it because I didn't actually see the programme, but I did read the letter in the Doctor Who magazine that was saying about how this poor man had been left. Anyway, I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent, but I suppose I do, because if these gurus had their way, I wouldn't even have these dollies to talk about now. Which they'd say, well, that's no loss. Well, then you... Honestly, I would say a rude word off to the lot of them, because I am fed up with them. Keep reading this everywhere, or hearing about it. Anyhow, I've got that off my chest. So this is Frederica. And this one is Henrietta. I'm only showing them here because I think it's only right that they should be shown with the webcam, because everyone else gets to be, and they weren't. This is Gabriella, or Gabriella if you prefer. This is Angela. See her little shoes. And this is Ermintrude. They are much loved members of my doll family now, and they've been given names. This is Geraldine. Her shoe keeps falling off. It got stuck in someone else's hair. It's part of it got stuck in Shanice's hair here. I don't know if Shanice wanted the shoes because she's in a green dress, but I don't think so. And this is Hildegard. So they are nice little dollies. And I got some new... Oh, this is a fairy... Not a fairy, a daisy. Cindy dolly. Very nice she is too for the summer weather. And oh, this girl's earrings are all over the place. This is... I think I've shown her before. This is Carlise. Nice shoes. That's one of the summer dollies. It's right in the heat wave. This little beauty, she's much prettier than I thought she'd be when I saw her in the pictures. She's much prettier in real life. This is Sophie. S-O-P-H-I-E. Because I've already got another dolly called Sophia with an F. Where's the other new dolly? Here she is. Rainbow Bright. I haven't named this one yet. Now I think she's got the same face mould as my doll Donna. Similar. I don't know if that's what they call the goddess face mould. and they've just given her a darker skin tone than the but they're such pretty dollies, but they've got flat feet, which I think is a shame. They've got flat feet, but they look very nice together. I was going to call this one Rosetta, but I don't think it really, I don't know, that kept coming to mind, Rosetta, I don't know why. And I've already shown us the lovely box. Look how adorable that is. I think they're copying, to a certain extent, Shoppy's dolls. With the assessing backache standing up. I'm not keen on, I've already said about all this, I'm not going to say it again here. I prefer the more modest proportions of the original Bratz, and I thought they were out of proportion enough. Oh, come on, picture. No, I dismantled the computer again, but something needs to be pressing on the back. If something's not pressing on the back, the picture goes. Right, are we there? I think there's a picture. So, did you actually see her properly? There's going to be reflections going on, which is stopping you seeing it. And I'm waiting for some more Bratz, but I thought I won't wait anymore. I'm going to get this video done, and I might do a Bratz video at one time, because I've got a Bratz towel as well, a great big towel, which is... Oh, and I found another Bratz perfume, not my light up one, I've already got that, but because I've got Bratz things from years ago. Anyhow, let me press this mic. So that's Jasmine, and I like her. I'm going to take her out at some time and try the wigs on. I might do that in when I get the Bratz video. This is my favourite one so far. She was my first one. I gave her the ankle bracelet, and I gave her these earrings, and I gave her this outfit because she was wearing a Barbie dress which was most unsuitable, far too long for her and too big on top. And she's lovely. I've named her Tiara because I don't know which Bratz she was, and I like to give them their individual names anyway. But look, I found I know I've already shown my Bratz light up perfume. Oh, are we lit up? No. You press the top and he lights up. And then I found this as well. So I'm turning into a Bratz fan now. This is Bratz Fashion Packs Candy Spray. Candy spray. Deal with all those on a Bratz fans would deal with everything, because I've got a big Bratz towel as well. It's another new dolly. I think I'm going to call her Simone. I thought that name suited her. I was going to call this one Simone. But now I think, no, I won't. I think this one suits it more. Sorry if anyone's offended at the sight of dollies with no tops on. But, at least they haven't got shock, horror, hands up in horror. At least they haven't got, I can hardly say the word, nipples. Oh my God. Have you ever heard anything like it? How disgusting. And, you know, dolls ought to have them, really, because I'm sure that baby dolls have them, but when they get to, like, adult ladies like these, oh no, they mustn't have those anymore. The Mothers' Union, self-righteous types are offended. Don't get me started on this woman who's... This is Melania, she's been named now, so the other one, you can see these are like twins. She's got a purple necklace and this one's got a black necklace. I know I may appear to be a bit flippant at times, but I cannot stand bigotry and hypocrisy in people, and the world is awash with it. This is a very pretty Bratz dolly. Lovely. I mustn't show too much leg, that might offend someone again. Now this woman who's buying these beautiful dolls that she can get, depriving genuine collectors of having one, wiping their faces off and turning them into what she thinks they should look like, innocent little girl dolls, and mainly, I have to say, whitewashing them in the process, and making them, they all end up looking white. So, you know, whether they started off looking white to begin with, they end up looking white girl dolls, and she thinks she's making them more decent and they should look like little girls. Well, the fact is, what about their bodies? Because even though they may be out of proportion, they've got boobies. You know, they haven't got little girl bodies. So what is she doing about that? Shaving them off or melting them off or something? And all the supporters she's got, I'm sure she's deleting all the comments on her channel that's complaining, because there's only positive comments there, and I don't believe for one moment there's only people praising her. Someone did make a good point and there was replies, but when you looked, all the replies were gone. So yeah, she doesn't want any opposition to her views, and she's making sure she wipes out any opposing comments, and because she's trying to influence the doll manufacturers not to make dolls that look like Bratz. And of course it's already started, the horrible influence is seeping through, because look how innocuous and, you know, girly and sweet that one looks compared to like the one I just showed, my original one, the first one I've got, or even this one. I think she's lovely. They're lovely. So I'm going to try and buy up as many Bratz dolls as I can to stop people like her getting a hold of them. And I mean, why don't she buy a doll with a blank face and paint that? Not destroy someone else's artwork, someone else's creativity, just to do her own. I wouldn't buy a little girl doll and think I don't like the look of it, so I'm going to wipe its face off and make it look glam. You know, because someone else created that doll. So anyhow, these pretty Barbies. But I'm not going to deal with those on any great amount of detail at the moment. Now these pretty flower dresses that you can get from China, and her red shoes have come off, but I think I'll probably put them somewhere to keep them safe. This is Lucinda, as you probably know if you watch my videos regularly, which I don't know if anyone does. But yeah, I don't want to go off on a tangent about the Bratz dolls and what this woman's doing, the tree change or whatever she calls herself, but I think it's totally wrong. Anyhow, this is Alison, and her sunglasses have gone wonky. So oh, let me turn this radio on for a minute. Oh, I don't know, gardener's question time may be on in a momento. Or perhaps not. This is Maya, and she's got this pretty flower dress. If this woman runs out of Bratz dolls to deform, she'll probably start on the Mycene dolls, or she won't be getting Maya. You'd be whitewashed, Maya. You'd be turned into a white girl if the Sonia Singh ever got hold of you. So, yeah, there she is in her pretty flower dress. I've got another blue dress, but it hasn't got the jewels round the middle. It's Chloe Monde in hers. I've taken her white shoes off because she was borrowing Sonia's white shoes, my girl. My fashion model here, Sonia, she's got some white shoes, and this one had borrowed them, but I have got some more white shoes for her now, because they've all got their own personalities. Oh, Ayana, what's happened to your hair? Your afro? Your fro's gone a bit. Let's get it even. This looks... I hope you can see these. I don't know if I'm in the right place. I've just got a picture, but I'm looking down on it, so it's greyed out. This is a pretty dress. I think it suited her well enough. And here's Rambia. And I've got some more pink shoes for her to wear as well. So yeah, these little dresses, the first lot I'd ordered, never arrived. They went missing. I'd already got some from this particular seller. Sorry, I can't remember the name. And they came quickly. And then I ordered a second lot in different designs. So I was thinking I'm completing the set. This was back in April. But by August they still hadn't arrived, so I had to reorder them. I had to get a refund and reorder, and then these came. They took the normal length of time to come, and they're so pretty. So I hope they do different colours eventually, like a green one and a yellow one. That'd be nice. So yeah, I can recommend. Look at the amount of detail in these. I hope some poor soul wasn't slaving away in a sweatshop somewhere for peanuts to make these. So much work in them. Very nice. So yeah, these two I came a few weeks ago. I've only just got around to showing them in recent times. They're the first ones I've got of the new Fashionistas. Oh, we've got some lovely Chopin music in the background, but I can't, I'm afraid, let you hear it too long, otherwise I'll get a copyright claim. And here's my girl Undine that I gave this outfit to. You know, I made her a false middle. I dealt with this extensively in a video. I thought I did a separate video on it, but obviously I haven't. So, yeah, she had like one of those ones with a dress, a skirt attached, and you pull a cord and then it gets longer or shorter. But I didn't want that, so I took it off. But then she had a big gap in her middle, and she was like the teetering woman, but like that Max Ernst painting. She was, she had a teetering gap in her middle. So I filled it in, but I did show how I did it in a video. I'll have to try and find it, and then I'll do a link to it. Anyone's interested? Which it may not be, but some are, I'm sure. And these little dolls are as light as a feather. You hardly know you're holding them. They don't weigh anything. They're very papery. I've just realised that Adriana wasn't here for this. The one who's... I took that dress off Adriana and gave it to Ermintrude here. But Adriana came from a different source anyway. I got her recently. She did not come from the 99p store. These are the dollies that came from the 99p store. I got a pack of these from Poundland. Instead of the Fry's chocolate cream, these are the Fry's peppermint cream, and I love these. You don't see these so often. I've had those for a long time. And they're all individual packs in here. I think they're, yeah, the 3-pack. They're lovely. I could have sworn that these used to be green inside. Like when I was a little kid, I'm sure they were green inside. Suppose they didn't want the food colouring. I'm sure they used to. That's what distinguished them from the other, unless I'm getting mixed up with something else. But yeah, I'm sure they were.